Hello everyone. In this video I'll demonstrate how I used Claude to tackle 2026 MCM Contest Problem C in less than 1 hour, from start to finishing a paper. I initially used Claude Cowork. I provided all the requirements and components I wanted, granted Claude Cowork access to the problem statement and the CSV data file, and let it carry out the task. In under an hour I received a notification that a paper had been generated. However, that approach doesn't allow any interaction with Claude for the demo. Therefore, I switched to Claude's browser version to demonstrate my interactions with Claude and my intermediate thoughts. I first uploaded the CSV file and asked Claude to analyze it. Claude presents statistical data, visual summaries, and the file's key findings. Next, I asked whether Claude could infer audience votes from the CSV file. Claude replied no, saying that audience votes could not be reliably inferred from the dataset and provided reasons. I then asked Claude to create a model to replicate audience votes based on the problem statement of Problem C and proceeded to upload it. After a while, Claude developed a model and generated results, graphs, and key findings. I liked what I saw and further requested that Claude provide details of its modeling and the mathematical equations. Claude provided them as requested. I then asked which parameters the model uses and requested Claude to perform a sensitivity analysis on those parameters. Claude provided detailed sensitivity analysis, key findings, and graphs. I then asked Claude which assumptions the model relies on and requested a description of the modeling approach's strengths and weaknesses. Claude supplied thorough details, even distinguishing between structural assumptions drawn from the problem statement and modeling assumptions incorporated into the model. Finally, I asked Claude to compile everything it had produced into a complete academic paper, providing sufficient detail while remaining under 25 pages, letter size, 1-inch margins, 11 pt font. The paper should include a title, a 1-page executive summary, a table of contents, an introduction, a brief literature review, problem restatements, assumptions, modeling details including mathematical equations, computational results, result analysis, sensitivity analysis, strengths and weaknesses, a conclusion, a 1-page non-technical memo to the TV producers in plain English, and references. Claude first generated a PDF file after a while, which I previewed. I found that some characters were not rendered correctly and required revisions, so I asked Claude to provide a LaTeX file or a Word document. Claude provided a Word document which is available for download. I could refine each part of the modeling work with Claude, but this short video should be sufficient to provide an idea of how this can be done. That wraps up the video. Thank you for watching. See you soon.